Hello, and what is up, ADHD gang? Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on, guys. There we are. There we are. The camera just spat at me, and I just pinched my finger. Love that. Love that. But for today, we have the sketchbook, and we are actually downstairs. This isn't gonna be like the last one, whatever, where I literally sat in bed and you just saw my torso and I was drawing and you didn't see what I was actually drawing because I was lazy and it was kind of cold downstairs and I didn't want to come downstairs. And so yeah, also peep it a little, dyed the hair bright red for drum corps because I had to wear a 22-inch ponytail extension and it's like the brightest red on the planet. So I'm gonna hope that this is good enough and that it'll match for our home show in like 2 to 3 weeks. But literally we're gonna dive into this. This video I have a big rectangle canvas, but I don't know if that's what I want to use, or I like got these like squares out of someone's trash. Love living where I live because there's so much good stuff that people throw out on garbage day, and it is a free opportunity for fabrics, for home decor, for literally everything. I've found a lot of my things kind of just taking what people don't want. But yeah, so I have some canvases here, but I don't think I want to do a square, so I think I may do this rectangle over here, but we're not gonna actually. Okay. I'm sorry, a notification just came down. Okay, Miss Rapp. Okay, Renee. Yeah, I think I may do the rectangle. It might end up being too big for where I want it. I don't know yet because I have all these beautiful, all these lovely like small canvases, but I'm kind of have envisioned like to take these and then the squares I have for like some like kitchen type artwork. So yeah, we're gonna be planning. I already did start to plan back in March a little bit, but we're gonna physically plan. And the last time that I picked up this sketchbook was April 2nd. April 2nd. It is Pride Month. Happy Pride, y'all. It is Pride Month. And I feel like I need to do more crafting in Pride Month. I've kind of set it out as my goal to play less video games. I can still like play my video games and like play with my friends, but to kind of like, now that like the Twitch drops are done and stuff like that, to get back in and do more crafting, do more art, and yeah. Let's get into it. Let's get into this. No inspo, just full like out my brain. We're gonna just test some things. We'll get into it. Okay, the inspo for this, hopefully my camera doesn't drop. The inspo that I want to go for is, I'm thinking if I could do like star sunglasses. But like the star sunglasses are like that weird like trippy kind of stuff where it like, not like, I don't want to say spirals. I have it here like this, but to do like every other like black and white. Something like a striped kind of thing. So we're just gonna pop it out of my head. And I know I want like stuff around it, so I'm thinking like the sunglasses being the center focal piece, and then around it we do like little plants, little mushrooms, and like have it be like a black and white piece. So maybe paint the canvas black and then have the star sunglasses outlined in white, and then have those kind of be black and white, like faded in, and then have rainbow plants around the outside because I need more art for if you've seen my room tours, if you've kind of seen my room, next to my clothing rack in the corner where my closet is. So, yeah. We're going to get into it. I do want these to be rounded, so... So if we think... and like that, okay. Do I have a kneaded eraser somewhere? Did I bring it back down? I don't know where anything is. I'm telling you that I have not been downstairs since I started like a paper mache project. Like it was way before drum corps started. And I started like a random like paper mache project for like a cosplay. I haven't touched it since. I really want to though. I really want to kind of get into it. If you didn't see, was it my last video? Something. A short, something that I did. I started a tank top. I have been working on a pair of socks for 4 months because I'm still on the first sock. I'm in sock land. I'm kind of like at the point where like I'm doing the body of, I'm like knitting the like main body of the sock up to the heel, and then I'll work the heel and get it, but I haven't done enough rows yet, straight of just, the like foot part of it to like, I haven't gotten to the heel yet, let's just say. And since I haven't gotten into the heel of it, yeah, I haven't gotten into the heel of it, so I'm just like stuck there, and like it's the same thing over and over again, and that repetition I kind of got bored of, so I stopped. And I accidentally bought yarn. I thought that I was buying one thing off of Whatnot, and I stepped away for a second, and it wasn't exactly what I was bidding on, but in like this kind of point of it, whatever, it actually works for what I need it for. So okay, I somehow messed up in this. It's giving more starfish, which I don't want it to give more starfish, but it's giving starfish. I probably should have started inside down. Let me try to do this like massively bigger. Oh, also, we'll get into low buy a little bit. A good thing on my low buy this year is the one weekend that I have off from drum corps. There is going to be a massive, that sticks out too far, the massive like church sale close by my house. And then there is also going to be a collection of garage sales as well, which you kind of look at it and you're like, oh, a low buy, aren't you trying to save money? Yes, but these two sales in particular are probably when I save the most money, because these are the two major places that I like to go to look for Christmas presents. I've already made one for my grandma. I'm gonna be knitting the same thing for my grandma, but for my aunt in a different color. And then I want to knit something else for somebody else, but I don't have the yarn for that yet. So I'm kind of in the market of, I've been checking Whatnot, I've been checking some other kind of places and looking to see if I can find the right color, or a color that I think would work for what I want and stuff like that. So I have that, but like these two sales are like the biggest ones to kind of like look and see what I can find, like Christmas present wise, and like, oh, people's birthdays are coming up and like stuff like that, instead of like buying something brand new, to kind of get something slightly secondhand that is not in the worst condition. Like I don't want to buy something that's like holy rat whatever. Like I'm gonna try to find stuff that's in a pretty decent condition, but I'm trying to be like as eco-friendly and sustainable as I can with my gift giving, and that's kind of how it's always been for the past few years. So that's kind of exciting news. On other exciting news, I am slowly prepping for indoor. Yes, indoor is still a good few months away, but a lot of people are posting like clinics and stuff that are happening and stuff like that. So I'm also trying to like keep aware of that as well. Just like keep in touch of like what's going on. Okay, they're doing a clinic this weekend and this weekend, and then to kind of like look and see like, what do I have going on that weekend? Like, is it something where like, I don't want to have to miss drum corps, but like, is it something where like, could I just miss that weekend and go there and you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm also like keeping an eye out for other things too, because I have and know some people who are now out of indoor and they're now working on staff for some places and stuff like that. So kind of like looking into that, like, okay, like, when are things happening? When are auditions gonna happen? Like, are pieces like being written? Like to kind of get like a feel for that too. Because I'm doing a lot of prep work for indoor. I want to spend as much time as I possibly can prepping for indoor, and making sure that if there is a certain skill that I feel that would be beneficial, whatever, that I get that in and stuff like that. This is basically my inspo. This is what I want to go for. I think I'm gonna mock up something real quick, maybe just like a sketch. I'll draw like a rectangle down here, and I'll mock up a sketch of like the two kind of glasses that I want to do, and then I will get out my pens and markers and we will color the heck out of it and kind of make a final sketch, because I know exactly what I want to do and I want it planned out so that way, when you guys are shaking a bit, so that way I can just go straight in and go to a painting. We're not going to paint this video, but by the end of Pride Month, it will be painted, whether it is a video itself or it is just a reel or a short. You will find that out. But I want this Pride painting done in Pride Month, and we are going to be Pride productive. Okay, guys. We're gonna slide her up. This is what I'm thinking. And I'm just gonna marker the crap out of this child. Let's bring out my fresh case of Ohoo's. There's like no room on this table. I've also, like, things have been cleaned thoroughly because of, like, my whole room's gonna get redone at some point, and there's more issues and stuff like that, but, like, the house got a deep clean. So I ended up taking some things from some other family members because there were things that they didn't want, and I wanted them. So I took them, but now the whole thing is, like, I don't have the room for it, so I just, like, started chucking stuff down here on the table. Not organized, not clean, nothing. Let's get into it. I don't know for sure yet if I want these to be colored or just outlines. I'm thinking it would be cool to, I showed you guys a while ago the one sketchbook cover that matches my outlet cover, which we're getting rid of the, like, switch cover. Sorry, we're getting rid of the switch in my bedroom. So I'm gonna nab the switch cover. Because I want it just to hang up as art or to keep and then put somewhere else. Whatever. But it's like the black, and then it's got like the keyhole with. I want this to give off like almost that same vibe, and I want it on my wall because I love that piece so much. And I love how I did it, and then I did a full, like, black and white variant that I want as like a shoulder tattoo, partial sleeve, and yada yada. And I don't got money for any of this. But yeah, I want this to give off a similar vibe. So we're gonna do that. I know these branches though are gonna be colored in because I wanted to have like that same. Kind of look and feel. We'll just do this. These aren't the exact shades either that I will probably be using. I'll probably just mix up whatever shades I feel like whenever I do it. But I kind of just wanted to sit and draw and chat with y'all. I feel like I always have chatty videos. I'm a yapper. I will chat your ear off. I always have something to say. I always have an interesting story. There's always something there. Also, it's like so dusty down here because I haven't been down here since, like, that was the beginning of April, so I probably haven't been down here since February, March. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I was probably down here in April. Potentially, I was down here in like April, May. No, it was April because it was right before the update for Palia. Yeah. Because I was doing paper mache, but whatever. Like, things need to be dusted down here, and like I walked into like a spout of webs as I just like came to sat down today. We love that. We love that for us. I'm not doing like the bottoms either, like the outside edges. I could very well do that, but I feel like I kind of just don't want to. But that'll be a final decision. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys are having a good Pride Month. My Pride Month kind of started out pretty rough. It's gotten even rougher because TMI, my room is infested with these little baby ants, but they're the ones with the wings. And those are the ones that like mate and try to like start a hive, I guess. And they're in my walls. The guys have come to spray the house for like a second time now. This is the first time that I've actually seen those ones. And it's because of the shitty job that the one guys did when they came in and installed the windows because they're not window guys. And we thought we would just do it all together all in one. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, actions have consequences. And yeah, that's